we go. 3 claps. Ready? Very good.
Well, let's talk about this camp. The theme this year is Rise Up. It comes from Ezra chapter 10, verse 4. Everybody's going to say it with me. It says this. Everybody, rise up. This matter is in your hands. We will support you, so take courage and do it. Let's talk about that. Rise up. This matter is in your hand. Whose hands? Whose hands? Ours. With that comes responsibility. It comes accountability. So let's just be real clear and transparent, me and Isaac Gross. Okay, is that all right with you? Yeah, me and you've been down a road or two. We can be transparent with one another because we have a relationship. It has grown. It has stood the test of time. I know who you are. You know who I am. But with that, I have an accountability and a responsibility to Isaac Gross. You know what my responsibility is to him? You're going to say, coach him in football. I don't see it that way. That's a very small part. Here's my responsibility. Here's my job. My job is to speak truth into his life. That's my job. That's the way I see our role as coaches. To speak truth into your life, Alex, Trey. To speak truth into your life. It may be about football one day. It may be about something else the next day. Durante, it's for me to speak truth into your life. Now here's one thing I've noticed about this world. We don't always like that, Paul. We don't always like somebody that just wants to speak truth into my life because why? It makes me feel a little uncomfortable or it makes me feel like maybe I don't even measure up. Guess what? I feel that way too. It's okay. But just so you know, man, that is the way I see my job this year more so than ever before, is for me to speak truth into your life. I want you to learn something with me on this Rise Up. Extraordinary teams are comprised of competitors, individuals who
love to win
and
hate to lose.
You're going to have to learn that. We're going to say that over and over and over and over and over again. It's individuals who
Love to win
and
hate to lose.
an extraordinary team has common goals. It's the only way. Everyone has to make a
Sacrifice.
make a what?
Sacrifice.
Whoa. This one here, when you start speaking truth about sacrifice, is where it gets real uncomfortable and awkward. Because we live in a selfie generation. How many of you love to get positive tweets about yourself? We all, man, it makes me feel good. And it builds my ego. And man, some of you can't wait to get through practice today to get in and check that cell phone to see, I got another tweet. They retweeted it. Oh my goodness, she retweeted my tweet. I'm telling the truth. That's the truth. Can you be great when that is what's driving you? How many games has that won for you? How many degrees did that get for you? I get on my 3 girls all the time, man. This cell phone generation, you can't do anything without it. I mean, so I'm challenging you. I challenged our coaches, man. I'm breaking the habit. And the third thing about extraordinary teams, man, not only do they have the common goal, and it's the only way, everyone has to make the sacrifice. And lastly, they do what? They a little stronger, please. They communicate. Why? Open, honest communication drives what?
Trust.
That's why I will speak truth into your life. The coaches will speak truth into your life. And the more we communicate, the more trust we have. Football is an adverse game. It'll test this. That's why we start practicing in fall camp. Communicate. There's so much truth in everything in there, man. Those who say they can and those who say they can't are usually both right. The biggest asset you have is what you invest in other people. A perpetual state of discomfort stretches you. So, are you ready to rise up? 3 claps. Ready?